Good morning. Today is January 21st, 2021. Happy Thursday. Our ICANN for today says, I can explain the difference between a growing and repeating pattern. So let's start by just identifying them. I'm going to start with a repeating pattern. We talked about lots of these yesterday. A repeating pattern looks something like this. A, A, B, A, A, B, A, A, B. What would come next? A, B, right? It repeats. This is the core, and the whole section just keeps repeating itself over and over again. All right, so that's a repeating pattern. And in this example, I used letters instead of numbers. Let me show you an example where I use numbers. Here's a pattern. 1, 4, 7. I could think the pattern's plus 3. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 3 is 7, plus 3 is not 1. So 1, 4, 7, 1, 4, 7, 1, 4, and then 7. That's another example of a repeating pattern. Now let's talk about what a growing pattern looks like. A growing pattern does not repeat the same digits or the same numbers over and over again. So a growing pattern looks a little different. An example of a growing pattern might look like this. We could have 4, 8, 12, 16, blank. And of course, we would have to find the rule and figure out what goes in our blank. So let's do both. First, we have to find the rule. Now, the rule has to happen between each set of numbers. Remember, one number goes in, something happens to it, and then a different number comes out. So 4 goes in. Let's see here. What happens to it to get to 8? Well, let's think first. Is it going up or going down? It's going up. So I'm thinking in my head, okay, this is either add or multiply. Right? These are my two choices. If my numbers are going up, I'm going to either add or multiply. Are they going up slowly or are they going up really fast? Yeah, they're going up kind of slowly. So I think my rule is going to be add. Let's try it out. 4 plus 4 is 8. Plus 4 is 12. Plus 4 is 16. I think we found our rule. 16 plus 4 gives me, well, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 is my missing number. What is my rule? Anytime I have a number, we're going to call our number X. It could be any number. I took my number and I added 4. So the rule is X plus 4. That's an example of a growing pattern because none of the numbers repeat themselves. All right, let's try another one. Here's an example. Four, 16, 64, 256, blank. I need to find the rule before I can figure out what goes in my blank. So I'm looking at my numbers. Are my numbers going up or down? 4, 16, 64, 256. They're going up. So I have to either add or multiply. Are my numbers going up slow and steady, or did they go up really fast? I think they went up really fast. So if it's really fast, we're going to multiply. So I know my rule between each of my number sets is to multiply something. So I'm going to start with 4 times 4 is 16 because I know that one in my head. Well, times 4 could be my rule. Let's see what 16 times 4 is. I don't know it in my head, so I'm going to try it with lattice. 16 times 4, 24, 4. That's what it's 64, and that's what I had. So we did find my rule. My rule is times 4. So to figure out what number goes in the blank here, I'm going to need to do 256 times 4. Well, good thing we know how to do lattice. I'm going to set up my lattice. 6 times 4 is 24. 5 times 4 is 20. And 2 times 4 is 8. I'm going to slide down my slides. 1024. And what was my rule? Well, let's take any of my numbers. We could pretend it was this number, or it's going to stand for x. I took x, I had to multiply it by 4. X times 4 is my rule. Not so bad, right? All right, I've got a little bit of room here. We're going to fit 2 more actually down here. All right, let's try this one. Let's try some numbers that go down. So here's my example. 30, 27, 24, 21, blank, blank. I'm going to need to figure out my rule before I can figure out my blanks. So let's see what's happening here between my numbers. It's important to do more than one number because the rule could change. We'll see one like that tomorrow. 30 to 27. So I'm counting in my head 30. I'm counting down. 29, 28, 27. All right, it could be minus 3. When my numbers go down, I know I must either be subtracting or dividing. Are my numbers going down steadily, or did they go down really fast? They're kind of going steady, aren't they? I see 30, I see some in the 20s, I bet there will be some in the 10s. So it really could be subtraction. It really could be minus 3. Let's start at 27 and count down 3. 27, 26, 25, 24. All right, that was definitely minus 3. 24, 23, 22, 21. That's minus 3. 21, I need to do minus 3. So I've got 21, 20, 19, 18. 18 minus 3, so put 18 in your head, 18, 17, 16, 15. What is my rule? Well, I take whatever number I want to pick and I subtract 3. So my rule is x minus 3. And we're using algebra again. Luckily, it's not that hard, is it? Now let's see a division example. Here's our last one for this page. Our example says 162, 54, 18, 6, blank. Whoa. Are my numbers going up or going down? Well, they're going down, so I'm either going to subtract or divide. Are they going down really fast? 162, 54, 18, 6. Yes, they're going down really fast, so I know this is going to be division of some sort. Now, I don't know my division facts, and I surely don't know 162 divided by anything. Let's go down here, because I might know a multiplication fact that helps me. 18 divided by 6. 18 divided by something gives me 6. So if I did 18 divided by 6, I would get 3. Which means 6 times 3 equals 18. I could work backwards. 6 times 3 equals 18. 18 times 3 equals 54. 54 times 3 equals 162. I think I found my pattern. Let's divide by 3 again. 6 divided by 3 equals 2, and I have my answer. So what is our rule? For this one, our rule is x divided by 3. Can you see the difference for division patterns versus subtraction patterns? The division pattern numbers get really small really quick. And the subtracting patterns, the numbers stay closer together. All right, so let's write down the rule. Let's see here. I'm on my next page. When the pattern goes up, we add or multiply. If it goes up fast, we multiply. If it goes up slow, we're going to add. I'll give you a minute to copy that. Take your time. You can always press pause. Give me a second, sharpen my pencil. All right. When the pattern goes down, we subtract or divide. If the numbers go down fast, you're going to divide. If they go down slow, you're going to subtract. All right, so take your time, use your notes to do your pattern practice for today, and we'll see you tomorrow.